you know who is in the building? Crypsis and Youngblood.
Youngblood.
So we just saw Crypsis playing around earlier.
Yes, we saw him play earlier and played fantastic, and exactly what you're saying, using that precise aggression, being real smart about it. But Youngblood is one of the premier Captain Falcon guys out here. He's really one of the guys that I come out here and look every week and see what he's doing, like, and try to steal tech off of him. Like, he's awesome to watch.
Oh, good taking place there, avoiding the down smash.
Oh, we got these up airs. Ooh, rushing them down. This is fantastic. And this is exactly what you want to see Captain Falcon doing, is weaving in and out of Marth's range, and then finding a right opportunity to get that grab that you need and set up a lot more aerials.
Like this setup right there. Unfortunately, he's not able to convert.
Oh, I'm sorry. He just cashed in the check. Great stuff.
That
Let's go,
was
Youngblood.
such a well-placed knee there by Youngblood. Wireless Fish just subbed. Is that Gabe? That might be Gabe. Yeah. Not sure.
Sub hype. Sub hype.
Let's get back into this match. Ooh. Oh, good stuff there. Delayed wake up to avoid the F smash. Also hit Crypsis with that get up attack, which actually set up into that.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Youngblood's playing really well right now.
Spot dodging. He's making those hard reads.
Something that I'm noticing is that the majority of the grabs in this game seem to be in Youngblood's favor, which is surprising because Captain Falcon does not have the best grabs, in contrast to Marth, who has one of the longest grab ranges in the game.
But that just means that Youngblood is doing such a great job of really reading the ranges, reading the attacks that are coming from Crypsis. Crypsis finishing off a great stock there, though, where we have him down 1 stock to Youngblood's 3.
And one thing that I think would be really helpful for Crypsis is a couple more wave dash back F smashes. I think that those would give him a lot of leeway because, like you said before, we know that Crypsis really likes focusing on like hitting the tipper.
Yeah.
But because Youngblood is putting on a lot of aggression right now, really running in, and like I said before, putting on a lot of pressure, it's making it hard for Crypsis to get those hits in. Whenever he does, it's not the sweet spot.
You're right, and I think another thing that should be considered is the ability to quickly bait and punish. So, for instance, also, in addition to the wave dash back into forward smash, you should also consider staggering your timing with using forward Bs and just kind of waiting and playing the counter hit game. As soon as you see Youngblood come in, oh my gosh! I love this character. As soon as you see Youngblood come in here, you need a quick normal right there, waiting for them. Use that forward B and just keep them stuffed right there.
So I said it last week, I'm going to say it again. I'm not sure if I agree with all of these aerial Falcon kicks that Youngblood is using.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good mix-up every once in a while, but especially at these lower percentages, it doesn't really lead to anything, and this is the reason why he's currently in the predicament that he's in now. Able to make it back on stage, finds another fair from Crypsis. Could be the end of the stock. Back air.
Yo,
there it is. I love the way that he used that moving platform to really line that up.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
It was fantastic. So, you're absolutely right about the Falcon kicks, and I want to see him change that up. I think maybe he's playing with his food a little bit. He has been up 2 stocks on his opponent, so that might be it. I'm not sure exactly, but I think at this neutral game, they're both really doing a good job of trying to get into each other's head. Gentleman's into a up throw. Up throws again, up air.
And that was off of a missed wave dash.
Oh my god!
Great string of aerials there, closing it out with a knee. Youngblood taking game 1 fairly convincingly.
Wow. Gosh. He didn't believe me when I said it to him earlier. I said, Youngblood makes me want to play Captain Falcon in this game. And that is exactly the textbook reason right there.
It's just so much fun to watch Youngblood play.
Yes.
It's so much fun. Every week he just puts on such a great show.
Yes, absolutely. But his skin, like whenever he converts so solidly. Up air, knee, and then that's it, man. It's so great to watch every single time. And he does an excellent job of, every time he gets that throw, he gets a ton of mileage off of it. Every single time. So that is a fine example for each and every one of y'all to take home. Just work on that. When you get your throws, they're really few and far between. So we capitalize on them, make the most out of them.
But speaking of throws, one thing that I will give Crypsis props for is that his tech chase game was actually pretty solid.
Yes.
You know? He would often get regrabs. He'd be able to follow the way that Youngblood was taking fairly consistently, actually, in that last match. And that did give him good mileage. What I kind of want to see more from him, though, is just aggressive wave dashing and almost like,
more movement.
More movement. Yes, perfect. More movement is what I really want to see out of Crypsis because
I think that's a fair request.
Because he honestly, Youngblood is getting in way too many grabs.
Yeah.
Captain Falcon should not be getting that many grabs against Marth.
Well, and it is a lack of technical skill. This guy has played. He's one of his first characters when he played PM was Fox.
Oh.
Yeah. So Crypsis definitely has a ton of tech skill under his belt. So let's see if he can, tune it up a little bit, get a little bit more movement into this next match, and let's see how he's going to adapt.
Making the counter pick here to Battlefield because of the long range on Marth's sword, it's going to make it so that he can cover those platforms relatively easily. Not quite as easily as, say, Yoshi's Story in Melee, but this is still a pretty solid counter pick in my book.
Yes, sir. Oh, good whiff punishing.
There it is.
I love it. He saw him coming at that angle, and he was set up and ready to go for it.
All good stuff here. Oh, not able to quite to follow it up. Gets him off the stage. And
right.
there it is. Crypsis is taking the first stock.
So are you happy with his movement options so far?
Yeah, he's definitely using the platforms, putting in some wavelands and whatnot. And on top of that, the platforms actually make it so that, to some extent, it's not just a straightaway anymore, which means that Falcon's gonna need to be in the air. And even though Falcon has a really solid aerial game,
right.
I feel like Marth has a lot of tools in his arsenal to counter some of that.
Oh!
But you can't counter a knee from a setup like that. That was beautiful stuff done there by Youngblood.
I love it. And this is something also that's a little bit different. So for y'all Captain Falcons that are transitioning over to Melee, from Melee, sorry, is Gentlemening in this game is very easy in comparison to its Melee counterpart. So it's a lot easier to get into, and it sets up for a lot of cool options. Wow! I love that. He just knew that Falcon kick was coming, grabbed him right out of it before the active frames, and then just punished him right there. That was fantastic.
But unfortunate for him, he's not able to convert, and he ends up SDing in the process.
Oh, up tilts, down airs.
Crypsis making this a tied game.
Oh, wow. Pop him up. That was an excellent job. Once you pop him straight up, you can use that. Oh, no!
That was good stuff. He knew that the knee was coming, and he jumps to avoid it. Really
yeah,
smart stuff by
right.
Crypsis.
Up airs.
He has control of this game right now. All he needs to do is just be really safe. No! Can't get hit by one of those knees, but Youngblood, so good at consistently getting those grabs in, and not only getting the grabs in, but even more important, converting off of them consistently.
Yes. This matchup is a fantastic example of clashing of two ideologies. Oh, great up air. Oh, they both were looking for the grab there. Misspacing on both, though. Little bait here.
Oh, there's the up airs. Good stuff. Poking through that shield.
Marth does not want to be on top of those platforms. He'd rather be below them. Oh, there it is. He saw the grab attempt, and there is the punish!
Good stuff there by Crypsis, keeping it a tight game in that second game. But in the end, Youngblood is able to take that 2-0.